What's up guys, Winter Kills, and we're back with another deck profile. Today we have Chaos Dragons. Have been doing a lot of updates lately since I haven't been able to upload from my computer the past few months because it's been very difficult as far as getting the photos to work, and haven't been able to upload off there and edit and then upload onto YouTube from there. And I just recently got a new phone, iPhone 6 Plus if you were wondering what phone I got. And I've been using that to record recently, and it has a really nice camera. And I don't know if you guys can tell the difference between what I was using before and now, but I really like it. So as you can see here, obviously we have Chaos Dragons. One of my more favorite decks as far as all the decks that I have to play right now, because it synchros a lot, and I like decks that synchro more because I feel like synchros are more viable in the graveyard, especially with soul charge and stuff, unlike Xyz monsters. And there's a lot of synchro plays with this deck because you have Plague Spreaders, Raidens in here, a lot of the cool Lightsworn stuff. You can play the new Shaddoll stuff in here for Chaos Dragons. There's so much stuff you can do with this, and you get to play BLS and Chaos Sorcerer and Dark Armed and all those crazy cool cards that win games. But just recently, I've added the Burning Abyss engine. And before you ask, I haven't dropped a couple $100s on Dante's in the extra deck. I'm not playing Dante in the extra deck. The Burning Abyss engine is mainly in here to deck them and get Curry Bandits to hand really fast. Like the idea with Scarm, I can send Scarm, end phase Scarm to grab Curry Bandit next turn, and then I can end phase Curry Bandit to load up the graveyard, activate more effects, and continue to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the main deck here. As always on this channel, we get started with the monster lineup, and it will never change. Anyways, it might. But anyways, 3 Light Pulsar Dragons, pretty standard for Chaos Dragons. Next we have 2 Chaos Sorcerers. This, we're going to start with the main Chaos monsters first off, and then we'll move into the smaller engines that we play in here. So we have 2 Chaos Dragons, 1 Blackluster Soldier, of course, and 1 Dark Armed Dragon. So these are your main boss monsters that you want to get out. These are your win conditions, basically, besides your huge synchro pool, your Xyz pool. We do play a lot of rank 6s, because most of the boss monsters that we keep reoccurring, more or less Light Pulsar, not so much Chaos Sorcerer, and rank 6s are very viable in here. And we do play the Plague Spreaders and Raiden, so we do have level 10 access as well as level 8 access for synchros and stuff like that. Continuing on, we have 2 the Black Dragons and 2 of the White Dragons. They go hand in hand, they float really well, they thin the deck, they're good for rank 4 plays, and they're very helpful for synchro plays. Next, we're going to get into the Lightsworn engine. 2 Raiden. In my opinion, one of the best Lightsworn monsters that is out right now besides Felice. Felice would be okay in here. I don't have a Felice to test in here. Not really sure if I'd want to play a Felice. I think Raiden's a lot better, because if you draw Felice, it's kind of dead in your hand and just sits there and does nothing for you. Raiden helps advance your game state a little more, and is a little more viable to play. And 2 Raiden to continue, or 2 Lila, my bad, 2 Lila to continue, to clear up back row, get those mills in the end phase. 2 Luminas, helpful for, especially with the Plague Spreaders, because the Plague Spreaders, main synchro, especially with Chaos Dragons, is known for being the main synchro, main tuner for the deck, really. So we get level 5 synchros as well. Good for rank 3s. I'm not really playing any rank 3s, more rank 6s, because I'd rather play more synchros. I'd rather play more rank 6s, such as like M7, what's his name, Gaunt Launcher, and Photon Strike Bouncer. So yeah, that's it for the Lightsworn engine, little 2/4/6 card engine. 2 Lumina, 2 Lila, 2 Raiden. Works phenomenal. Now, this is what I've been testing out recently. It is a small Burning Abyss engine. Like I said, I don't have Dante's. I said that in the beginning of the video. Don't feel like dropping the money on it, and they deck them and make, you can just spam the field with them first turn if you really need to, and then get them in the graveyard. Well, they'll get their effects. So 2 Scarm searches out Curry Bandit, which works out really well. Searches out the Burning Abyss if you need to. 2 Graph and 2 Sir. These are the only 6 that I play. Wanted to keep it the same as the Lightsworn engine. I wasn't recently playing Shadal engine, and I switched to the Burning Abyss because it's a little different, and I wanted to see how it played. And it actually works pretty well. So yeah, and I like it, and I think I'll continue to keep it in. And hopefully in the future, if I do get any more Burning Abyss stuff, I can put it towards this deck, and it will make it a little bit better. This is the Malicious build. I'm playing 3 Malicious. This is really bad to draw first turn, much like Felice's. I don't think cutting it to 2 is a good idea. 3 is good because in the graveyard, it's very good to make, obviously, rank 6s with the Light Pulsar, level 8 Synchros with the Plague Spreader, and level 10 and level 11 Synchros, because we do play Star Eater and Leo with the Raiden and stuff like that. The Star Eater play is more often the Gores and the Raiden, which doesn't happen too often, but it's there, so I want to play Star Eater. And Star Eater is one of my favorite Synchros, so we had to find room for him. And in case you were wondering where he was, here he is, Triple Curry Bandit, one of the best cards for the deck, level 3 Fiend that we can search out with Scarm. Dark, sends to the graveyard, mills 5, and you get to choose a spell or trap before one gets milled. Not playing any traps, so don't have to worry about that. Only playing 4 spells in this deck, and it works really well. I like it. 3 Curry Bandit is definitely where it's at. Now, wouldn't be Chaos Dragons without hand traps, so for the hand traps, 2 Effect Veiler, really nice this format, along with 1 Gores. A lot of people don't like Gores. I think Gores is decent to play in the right deck. This is more or less a better deck to play it in, because we don't play any traps, so more often, if we are in a tight spot, we could end phase Curry Bandit, or left wide open, and then we can drop Gores to start off next turn, and continue to play there with little board presence. Next, like I said, double Plague Spreader. Might bump up to 3. Might like how it works, not sure though. 2 has been working really fine. However, 3 would be nice because I don't see it that much. You usually see the Raiden a lot quicker because, I don't know. I see Raiden before I see Plague Spreader. Not really sure why. Maybe it's just my luck, but who knows. 2, 3, you could play 3 if you wanted to. If it was a Fiend, it'd be really nice because we could search it out with Scarm, and that would be a whole different story. 1 Eclipse Wyvern, because obviously we can get Dark Arm to hand. Was playing Red Eyes Darkness Battle, but he's a little too slow, so I took him out for this guy right here, Thunder King Ryle. He adds a little stun element to the deck, and is a level 4 light, which has more synergy to the deck. And that is it for the monsters. That is a 36 monster deck, and I love every bit of it. It works very well. And on for the spells, 1 Charge Light Brigade, 1 Soul Charge, and 2 Solar Recharge. More often for the Lightsworn engine, obviously, Soul Charge is amazing because we dump everything into the graveyard, so it's always a live card. Usually you don't have to worry about milling it, because our main milling power in this deck are the Curry Bandits. And you can always snatch it off a Curry Bandit if need be, depending on what your life point situation is, really, but Soul Charge, very good in this deck, to say the least. Even though they hit it to 1, I was originally playing 3, obviously. I think anybody would. So, to continue on to the extra deck, we have for our Synchros, 1 Star Eater, 1 Leo, 1 Stardust Spark, and 1 Scrap Dragon. These guys go hand in hand. You can make Stardust Spark target himself, and then Scrap target Stardust Spark, Scrap target something else, and very nice combo that works together there. 2 Stardust Dragon. I love Stardust Dragon, so I'd be playing 2. You don't have to play 2. You can play whatever level 8 Synchros you want. This is just my build right now. 1 Colossal Fighter, 1 Crimson Blader, and that's it for the 8s and above. Next we have for the 7s, a Black Rose and a Michael. Work very well in this deck. And for the 1 level 5 Synchro, we have the TG Hyper Librarian. How is this achieved, you asked? It's not with the Burning Abyss guys, it's with the level 3 Lilas and the Plague Spreaders. I know it seems situational, but I wanted to play him. Librarian's probably close to one of my favorite Synchro monsters, and we do Synchro a lot, so getting those few extra draws and wouldn't hurt. And he's a Dark, so again, there's more synergy with the deck there. I also want to add that I would be playing Beals as well. I think Beals is a very good card to play here, especially with Plague Spreader Malicious. It's instant Beals. So, yeah. Moving on, we have for our Xyz monsters, we have 1 Photon Strike Bouncer, 1 Gaunt Launcher, and I would be playing M7. I'm letting a friend of mine borrow the M7. Or my brother, actually. I'm letting my brother borrow the Constellar M7. However, considering not playing him, because he's not that good. I mean, I suppose in the aspect of him being able to grab a card out of the grave would be good, and bounce it to their hand would be really nice. But, yeah, you could play M7 if you really wanted to. These are just the only rank 6s right now that I have available on me. Like I said, my brother is borrowing the M7, because he does play Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. It's a fantastic game. Anyways, so yeah. 2 rank 6s in this deck. You could play 4s and 3s if you want. I probably would be. I mean, I just threw this together for this profile because I've had to do a lot of recording lately, and I've been just trying to get them done so you guys can see what's up to date with all my decks that I've done in the past. So yeah, that's it for this deck profile. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you have any ideas on how to make this deck better. Tell me about your Chaos Dragon deck. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to have ideas for this deck. Go ahead and subscribe if you already haven't. Much appreciated, guys. As always, we'll see you next time.